Welcome to this Fusion tutorial in where I'll be demonstrating how to create a tiled plinth to match up to your floor tiling using our advanced covering options. I'm going to be doing this in my perspective view, and to make it a little bit easier I'm going to use one of the new features found within version 17, which is the auto hide walls. When I come down and select my auto hide walls, which is found within the eyeball, it will take away the wall closest to you and only have the attention drawn on the wall furthest away. There are different options to have units semi-transparent, hidden or visible. As you can see, visible will still keep the units on the closest wall, whereas semi-transparent and hidden will take them out of our view. The semi-transparent option really only works with the Future Vision render. First thing I'm going to do is select my floor, go to my call menu and apply floor covering. With the floor covering selected, I'm going to add a new surface. I'm just going to use this first tile and give it a surface area of 450 by 450 per each tile. We don't have the preview currently selected, but if we come into our wireframe, you'll notice that I have my flooring shown within wireframe. In order to set this up, we need to go to our Edit, User Preferences, and when select tiling, there's this general option to have tiling visible in non-textured renders. We just need to select that and say OK, and then we'll be able to see all tiling within all renders, whether it be wireframe, white fill, or even draft. Now we can determine where our tiling point starts. This wall thickness is 200 mils. So if we wanted the tiling to start on the edge of this wall, we select our area again, go to apply surface covering, and we select the start point modifier. When highlighting in red, we'll be able to take our little start point icon and move it over to the furthermost point of our floor, and in order to have it started on that wall, we'll need to offset it 200 millimeters in. So we just drag it, and we'll notice that our X offset on the left hand side over here is going into the minus values. So we just type in minus 200, press enter on our keyboard, and now when we go back to our perspective view and it generates our preview, we'll see that the tiling now starts on the edge of that wall. Now in order to get the plinth tiles to match up, we need to use our apply surface covering option. In order to do this, we're going to first select our first plinth, go to our information tab and ensure that the can surface cover is selected. With that selected, we can select on our surface covering icon, click on that plinth that we would like to tile, go to call, apply surface covering, and we can add a surface area, keep the same tile and give it the value of 450 by 450. We'll say OK, and then we can see that the tile has matched up. Now on this one, we want the surface covering to match up on that point there, and we'll do the same procedure of go. We know that each tile is the value of 450, so to this point here is 900. What we need to then do is find out what the offset value of that region would be. If we go to plan view, we can measure from our point of the start of the wall to where our tiling would start, which is 1602 and 1800. So we know that our offset for the starting point of that tile would be an additional 200 millimeters. So if we go back to our perspective view, select our surface covering icon, choose our object we'd like to apply the surface covering to, add the area, type in 450 by 450, we'll say OK. We come back to our start point and we move that over 200 millimeters on our X offset, select OK, and there we have the tiling matching up. So we would need to have to do this to every single individual tile within our room in order to have the tiling. It is a fairly time consuming process, but the end result is quite effective. And there we can see in our future vision region, with the auto hide walls enabled and unit semi-transparent, we can now see the effect that our tiling has created. Now, another quick feature that I'm going to show, I'm going to select each of these objects that I have applied the tiling to, and if I go to Call, Modify Tile Properties, double click on here, I will be able to change the tile without having to go through the procedure of applying the surface covering to those units. We'll just allow that to calculate and see what our rendered output is. And there we can see we have a different surface covering tile on our floor. If you have any further questions on the features featured in this tutorial, please contact one of our call center agents and we will be glad to assist you. Thank you.